today's topic is the remaining portion of the vitamin B complex or water soluble vitamin. Okay, so this is the vitamin B6. What are the compounds? 6 compounds have B6 activity: pyridoxine, pyridoxal, pyridoxamine, and their 5' phosphates. Active form is pyridoxal 5 phosphate. Okay, pyridoxine, doxamine, amine, pyridoxal aldehyde, and pyridoxal phosphate. Biological role. We found that in transamination reaction, decarboxylation reaction, the PLP acts as coenzyme. Okay, so amino acid metabolism, transamination, decarboxylation reaction, in glycogen metabolism, steroid hormone action, and in B6 deficiency, there is increased level of homocysteine. This homocysteine have a role in formation of myocardial infarction. So, increased homocysteine is associated with myocardial infarction. So, B6 prevent this homocysteinemia. Next, in heme synthesis, amino-levulinic acid synthase is pyridoxal phosphate dependent. Okay, so this stage is pyridoxal phosphate dependent in heme synthesis. So B6 decreases, leads to anemia. Okay, it helps in heme synthesis. So in case of deficiency of vitamin B6, there is chance of anemia. Tryptophan 2 niacin formation is PLP dependent. Glycogenolysis, phosphorylase needs PLP to convert glycogen to glucose 1-phosphate. These are the reactions where pyridoxal phosphate, the active form of vitamin B6, has important role in these reactions. Firstly, transamination, decarboxylation, glycogen metabolism, steroid hormone action, role in decreasing the homocysteine level. In heme synthesis, in tryptophan to niacin synthesis, glycogenolysis. Okay. Now, deficiency manifestations of vitamin B6. There is neurological symptoms: peripheral neuritis, pellagra. Pellagra is due to niacin deficiency. We found that tryptophan to niacin is pyridoxal phosphate dependent. So, there will be pellagra in B6 deficiency also. Anemia. Assay of vitamin B6 status is assessed by the erythrocyte transaminase, by assaying this erythrocyte transaminase. Nowadays, there is radioimmunoassay, okay, for direct estimation of this B6. In excess B6 cause sensory neuropathy, okay. B6 deficiency cause neurological symptoms. Excess vitamin B6 also cause sensory neuropathy. This is the finger change, nail changes in B6 deficiency. The effects of drugs on vitamin B6. There are some drugs like isoniazid, cycloserine, oral contraceptive pills. These drugs have effect on this vitamin B6. INH or isoniazid or it is the drug of, it is anti-tubercular drug, okay, isoniazid. It inhibits the pyridoxal kinase, so reduce the formation of the PLP and cause B6 deficiency. Cycloserine acts as B6 antagonist. Mild B6 deficiency also found in women using oral contraceptive pills. So these are the drug, INH, cycloserine and oral contraceptives which decrease the B6 amount. Now ethanol is converted to acetaldehyde and which inactivates the pyridoxal phosphate, PLP. So in case of alcoholics, there is B6 deficiency or B6 deficiency neuritis is quite common in alcoholics. Okay. The next vitamin is pantothenic acid. It is also the component of B complex, water soluble vitamin structure. It contains beta alanine and beta pantoic acid in amide linkage. Okay. Now this is the structure, beta alanine and the pantoic acid in amide linkage, CONH, amide linkage. Okay. This forms the pantothenic acid. Pantothenic acid helps in formation of coenzyme A. Coenzyme A, that is sulfhydryl group. It is the active site where acyl groups are carried. The thioester bond in acyl-CoA is high energy bond and these acyl groups are transferred. So, as a part of this coenzyme A and acyl carrier protein, this pantothenic acid acts as carrier of acyl group. Okay. Now this is the structure. This is the pantothenic acid portion. Here it is beta mercaptoethanolamine and this is the phosphorylated ADP. Up to this is from the coenzyme A and by combining with acetyl group, it forms the acetyl coenzyme A. Okay. Now the important derivative of this coenzyme A. What are those? Acetyl-CoA, succinyl-CoA, HMG-CoA, acyl-CoA, acyl carrier protein or ACP of fatty acid synthesis complex. Okay. You know all this compound, acetyl-CoA, succinyl-CoA, HMG-CoA in cholesterol synthesis, acyl-CoA and acyl carrier protein. Okay. All these are these CoA derivatives. Okay, now deficiency of pantothenic acid. It forms burning foot syndrome. What is this burning foot syndrome? Paresthesia, burning and lightning pain in lower extremities. Staggering gait means it's not stable, okay? Unstable gait due to impaired coordination and sleep disturbances. These are found in this burning foot syndrome. Paresthesia of the lower extremity, staggering gait and sleep disturbances. This seen in famine in prison camps due to severe malnutrition, okay? Foods are not adequate in case of prisoners, okay? So in prison camp, this B6 deficiency, this pantothenic acid deficiency, which forms this burning foot syndrome in chronic alcoholics and in some renal dialysis patient. Okay, this deficiency of pantothenic acid is found, and particularly this burning foot syndrome is noticed. Next, in experimental animals, deficiency can produce anemia due to reduced heme synthesis from succinyl-CoA. The succinyl-CoA derivative of pantothenic acid, this is required for heme synthesis. Okay, so there may be anemia. It is found in experimental animals. Okay, reduced steroidogenesis due to lack of acetyl-CoA, dermatitis, fatty liver, and adrenal necrosis. These are the manifestations of pantothenic acid deficiency. Now sources, widely distributed in plants and animals, synthesized by normal bacterial flora in intestines. Yeast, liver and eggs are good sources. Deficiency is very rare. Okay, so these are the sources of pantothenic acid. Recommended daily allowance is 5 mg per day. Next, vitamin is biotin. It is also called anti-egg white injury factor. It consists of imidazole ring fused with a thiophene ring with a valeric acid side chain, and the carboxyl group forms an amide linkage with the epsilon nitrogen of a lysine residue in the apoenzyme. Means this is the thiophene ring, this is the imidazole ring, and here we notice that biotin is used in carboxylation reaction, acts as a coenzyme. So this is the carbon carriage site, okay, this nitrogen, and here the lysine residue of this apoenzyme. Okay. The carboxyl group form an amide linkage with the epsilon nitrogen of a lysine residue. What is epsilon nitrogen? It is found in lysine. First is alpha, then beta, then gamma, then epsilon. This is the fourth. Okay, epsilon means fourth nitrogen of a lysine or fourth position. Okay, nitrogen of a lysine residue in the apoenzyme. Okay, so this combines with this lysine residue of the apoenzyme with epsilon nitrogen. This carboxyl group combines. Okay, this is the structure of biotin. You may not remember or need not remember the structures. It is for better understanding. Achha, these are the compounds: biotin, biocytin, which is the metabolite of biotin, and carboxybiotin. Okay, and the source is bacterial flora. You may ask this, in which vitamin B complex you find this imidazole ring or the thiophene ring, or in case of MCQ type of questions you may ask these rings. Okay, and okay, next, role of this biotin: carboxylation reaction. What are those reactions? Acetyl-CoA carboxylase, propionyl-CoA carboxylase, and pyruvate carboxylase. These carboxylases require biotin as a coenzyme. Okay, and okay, this is the biotin enzyme complex. CO2 comes and forms this carbonic phosphoric anhydride. ATP is required, ATP converted to ADP, then phosphate is removed and carboxybiotin enzyme is formed. Then next step, substrate combined with this CO2, carboxylated substrate, and the biotin enzyme complex again released. Okay, this way, this is the carboxylation reaction, biotin dependent. There is biotin independent carboxylation also. What is this? The carbamoyl phosphate synthesis in urea and pyrimidine synthesis, carbamoyl phosphate synthetase, and addition of CO2 to form C6 in the pyridine ring. Okay, so C6 in the pyridine ring, it is the biotin independent carboxylation reaction, and pyruvate to malate by malic enzyme. This is also biotin independent carboxylation reactions. So these biotin dependent carboxylation reactions, and these are the three biotin dependent carboxylation reactions, and these are three biotin independent carboxylation reactions. You may ask in MCQ type of questions. Okay. Now the biotin antagonist. Avidin is egg white protein, has a great affinity to biotin. Okay, so this affinity, avidin biotin complex, is used in DNA. Okay, biotin level DNA is used and identified by reactions with avidin. Biotin avidin affinity is used in ELISA test. Biotin named is avidin of the egg white protein has a great affinity to biotin. So intake of raw unboiled egg may cause biotin deficiency, because intake of unboiled egg which contain the avidin, which is combined with this biotin and produce biotin deficiency. Biotin so this is named as anti-egg white injury factor. Biotin is named as anti-egg white injury factor. Biotin avidin affinity is used in ELISA's test, and biotin level DNA is used and identified by reaction with avidin. Okay, এই বুঝতে পারছো, এলাইজাতে আমরা বায়োটিন এভিডিন এই যে অ্যাফিনিটিটা এটাকে ইউজ করা হচ্ছে এলাইজা টেস্টে, কারণ ওটা মানে যদি আমার বায়োটিন থাকে আর এভিডিন দেওয়া হয় তাহলে ওটা কমপ্লেক্স তৈরি করবে অ্যাফিনিটির জন্য, ঠিক আছে। আবার এইটাকেই হ্যাঁ আমরা ইউজ করছি ডিএনএ, এই যে বায়োটিন লেভেল ডিএনএ, মানে ডিএনএটাতে আমরা বায়োটিন লেভেল বানাচ্ছি, তা ওটাকে আইডেন্টিফাই করছি কি দিয়ে, আমরা এভিডিন দিয়ে, কারণ এই যে এভিডিনের সঙ্গে বায়োটিনের যে অ্যাফিনিটিটা আছে হাই অ্যাফিনিটি, এটাকে ইউজ করা হচ্ছে। Deficiency of biotin on prolonged use of antibiotics, okay, because synthesis is by bacterial flora, intestinal bacterial flora, okay. So prolonged use of antibiotic cause biotin deficiency. Symptoms, what are the symptoms? Dermatitis, skin infection, okay. Atrophic glossitis means smooth tongue, আমাদের টাঙে যে প্যাপিলিগুলো থাকে যার জন্য টাঙের সারফেসটা রাফ হয়, টাং সারফেস রাফ because of this papillae. But in case of biotin deficiency, there is atrophic glossitis or smooth tongue. Okay. Hyperesthesia means hypersensation in skin, যেটাকে বলে মানে আলতো হাত রাখলেও মানে পেশেন্ট মানে সেন্সিটিভ বলছে, ও জোরে লেগে গেল, হ্যাঁ মানে জাস্ট টাচ করলে হাইপারস্থেশিয়া, মানে সেন্সিটিভিটিটা খুব ইনক্রিজ হয়ে যাচ্ছে স্কিন লেভেলে। ওকে, মাসেল পেন, অ্যানোরেক্সিয়া, এটাও একটা সাইকিয়াট্রিক প্রবলেম। পেশেন্ট ভীষণ রোগা হয়ে যাচ্ছে, তার সবসময় একটা ওয়েট গেইন করার মানে ভয় কাজ করছে, তার জন্য সে খাওয়াই ছেড়ে দিচ্ছে, ঠিক আছে, এটা অ্যানোরেক্সিয়া, যে পাছে ওয়েট গেইন করে সেজন্য খাওয়াই ছেড়ে দিচ্ছে, হ্যাঁ অ্যানোরেক্সিয়া। হ্যালুসিনেশন মানে অ্যাকচুয়ালি দেয়ার ইজ নো সেন্সারি স্টিমুলাস বাট পেশেন্ট পারসিভস, মানে কোনো রিয়েল স্টিমুলাস নেই কিন্তু পেশেন্ট মানে মানে কিছু দেখা যাচ্ছে না কিন্তু পেশেন্ট দেখতে পাচ্ছে, শোনা যাচ্ছে না শুনতে পাচ্ছে, এটাকে বলা হচ্ছে যে হ্যালুসিনেশন। হ্যাঁ, অ্যাকচুয়ালি সেন্সারি স্টিমুলাস কিছু নেই কিন্তু সে পারসিভ করছে sensory stimulus. Deficiency manifestations ki split nails, okay, these are the deficiency manifestations of biotin. Okay, acha, you have finished folic acid and vitamin B12 in previous class. Okay, the remaining two water soluble vitamin of B complex group is choline and inositol. These are previously called as vitamin, but nowadays these are excluded from the vitamins row because there is no deficiency manifestations and body produce huge amount of this choline and inositol. Okay, so these are not called nowadays as vitamin, but these are the few important things you should know. Choline is synthesized in the body. It is synthesized from serine. Rice, polythene, vegetables, milk, egg and liver are the good sources of choline. Structure of choline is hydroxyethyl trimethylamine, hydroxyethyl trimethylamine or trimethyl ethanol amine. Look at the structure. There is 3 methyl groups, so it acts as methyl group donor. And these are the biochemical role of choline. Phospholipid synthesis, okay, in myelin sheath synthesis is made by phospholipids. Fatty liver, choline is able to prevent the fatty liver and cirrhosis. Transmethylation reaction, because there is methyl side chain, 3 methyl groups, so it is used in transmethylation reaction. Acetylcholine synthesis, okay, so choline plus acetylcholine and coenzyme. Okay. Now this acetylcholine, very much important. It transmits the nerve impulse. It is the nerve ending, presynaptic nerve ending. This is the postsynaptic nerve ending. Okay, this is the synaptic cleft. Now this acetylcholine transmits the nerve impulse from presynaptic region to the postsynaptic region. Acetylcholine first it attach to receptors in the postsynaptic cells. Here is the receptor of acetylcholine. So the acetylcholine from this presynaptic nerve ending, it comes and binds with this receptor of the postsynaptic cells. Then the acetylcholine is hydrolyzed by acetylcholinesterase. It breaks this acetylcholine, acetate and choline are released, and this choline again reused, enters the presynaptic nerve ending and reused. Choline is transported back to the action and reused. So acetylcholine is very much important for transmission of nerve impulse, and it is formed from choline. Okay. This application of acetylcholine, the postsynaptic receptors for acetylcholine may be competitively blocked by succinylcholine. Okay. There is competitive inhibition by succinylcholine. So a structural analog of acetylcholine, and then this acetylcholine cannot act. If here it is blocked, this is blocked with succinylcholine, okay, then so there is competitive inhibition by succinylcholine of this acetylcholine. So acetylcholine cannot act and producing muscle relaxation, and it is widely used as muscle relaxant during surgery. So this succinylcholine competitively inhibit acetylcholine, and this phenomenon is used in surgery for muscle relaxation. During surgery, muscle should be relaxed, so you can do the surgery. Okay. So this succinylcholine is used as muscle relaxant. Okay. How it will act? Now it will competitively inhibit the acetylcholine. So acetylcholine cannot act because it acts as to transmit the nerve impulse. So this action is blocked by succinylcholine, and it is used as muscle relaxant during surgery. Now another thing, cholinesterase inhibitors. Cholinesterase, what it do? Cholinesterase, it breaks this or hydrolyze this acetylcholine and again form choline and acetate, and this is reused. So cholinesterase inhibitors or neostigmine will allow prolonged action of acetylcholine. If the enzyme is blocked, then acetylcholine will not be hydrolyzed. So there will be prolonged nerve impulse is sustained, because the action will be sustained because it is not hydrolyzed by the enzyme, because this enzyme is inhibited by this neostigmine. This is this drug is used in myasthenia gravis. Okay, myasthenia gravis is an autoimmune condition where antibodies are produced against this neuromuscular end plate protein, destroyed the end plate. So these are the clinical application of this acetylcholine. Now the next is inositol. It was also previously included in the vitamin list, but nowadays it is excluded because there is no deficiency manifestations. It is hydroxycyclohexane. Inositol is hexahydroxycyclohexane. Out of many isomers, myoinositol is the seen in tissues, and it is seen in yeast, cereals and milk. Its deficiency is unknown to man, therefore it cannot be considered as vitamin. Okay. Now the biochemical role of inositol, required for growth of fibroblast, constituents of the phospholipid. Choline is also required for phospholipid synthesis. Inositol is also required for phospholipid synthesis. In heart muscles, we found this inositol. hexaphosphate of inositol is phytin in vegetables, which prevent the absorption of calcium and iron. During the iron class, I have said that iron absorption is prevented by phytate, and this phytin is the hexaphosphate of inositol. Okay. Now, phosphatidylinositol is of cell membrane. Phosphatidylinositol, you have read in lipid classes. Phosphatidylinositol, this is of cell membrane, and inositol triphosphate, it is a second messenger. Okay, role as second messenger, allow the calcium inflow into the cells, leading to cellular metabolic activations. Okay, so inositol triphosphate acts as second messenger. Phosphatidylinositol in the cell membrane. Hexaphosphate inositol is phytate, which inhibit the absorption of calcium and iron. It is found in inositol is found in heart muscles. It is a constituent of phospholipids and required for growth of fibroblast. These are the important role of inositol. Now, the peripheral neuropathy in diabetes mellitus is associated with inositol metabolism, and decreased inositol in the nerve fibers cause neuropathy. Inositol is a lipotropic factor and prevents fatty liver. Choline also prevents fatty liver, and this inositol is associated with this diabetes mellitus associated peripheral neuropathy. If there is defect in inositol metabolism, there will be peripheral neuropathy. Decreased inositol in nerve fibers causes neuropathy. Okay, and it is associated. It prevents the fatty liver. Okay, so this completes the vitamin B complex. Now, the next water soluble vitamin is vitamin C. It is also water soluble vitamin. Vitamin C is also very important. This is L-ascorbic acid. This is the dehydroascorbic acid, and this is diketo L-gluconic acid. These are the metabolite of this vitamin C, and it forms the ultimately oxalic acid. Vitamin C in man, higher primates, guinea pigs, bats, they cannot synthesize this vitamin C. In case of vitamin B complex, we found that some of the vitamin B complex group of vitamins are synthesized within our body by intestinal flora. But this vitamin C is not synthesized within our body. It is destroyed by heat, alkali, and storage. So, storage destroyed this vitamin C. It is a strong reducing agent. We found that urine Benedict test, what are the substances other than this glucose or sugar gives positive the Benedict test. Vitamin C, one of them. Okay. So, urine Benedict test gives positive, partly excreted unchanged and partly as oxalic acid. We found that ultimately it converts to oxalic acid. So, excretion partly unchanged and partly as oxalic acid. It is essential for wound healing. If there is any wound after surgery, doctors prescribe vitamin C also for increasing the wound healing procedure. Okay. Now, vitamin C is the coenzyme of two group of hydroxylases. What are those hydroxylases? Dopamine beta hydroxylase for synthesis of catecholamines. Okay, you have noticed this during formation of the or synthesis of catecholamines. There is dopamine beta hydroxylase, which is this vitamin C dependent reaction. Next is proline and lysine hydroxylase are required for post-synaptic modification of the procollagen to collagen formation of osteocalcin. So, proline hydroxylase. Okay, so post-synthetic modification of this proline and lysine require hydroxylation reaction, and this reaction is by proline hydroxylase or lysine hydroxylase. This is vitamin C dependent. Okay. Another is C1q component of the complement. Heard this complement in immune system? Immune system পড়া হয়েছে? তার মধ্যে complement শব্দটা পড়েছো তো? আচ্ছা, this is a component of immune system. So C1q component of complement is this vitamin C dependent. Vitamin C acts as coenzyme. Now the biochemical role of vitamin C, hydroxylation of proline and lysine. Hydroxyproline and hydroxylysine are essential for the formation of crosslinks in the collagen and which gives the tensile strength of these fibers. This may asked in questions or short note how vitamin C helps in collagen formation or collagen cross-linking. Okay, so this hydroxylation of proline and lysine, the enzyme require hydroxylase which require the vitamin C as coenzyme. So hydroxyproline and hydroxylysine are essential for formation of cross-linking in the collagen, which gives the tensile strength of the fibers. Okay, this point is very much important. It may asked in MCQ or in short note form. Tryptophan metabolism, hydroxylation of tryptophan to 5-hydroxytryptophan for synthesis of serotonin. Tyrosine metabolism, para-hydroxy phenyl pyruvate to homogentisic acid. This reaction also required vitamin C as coenzyme. Iron metabolism, we have heard that ascorbic acid reduce the ferric to ferrous form. Okay. Hemoglobin metabolism, reconversion of methemoglobin to hemoglobin also required this because this is the strong reducing agent. Okay. So it is used in iron metabolism for conversion of ferric to ferrous form. In case of hemoglobin metabolism, from methemoglobin to hemoglobin form. Folic acid metabolism helps the enzyme folate reductase. Steroid synthesis, vitamin C helps in synthesis of bile acid from the cholesterol and the initial 7-alpha hydroxylase step stimulated by this vitamin. Phagocytosis, ascorbic acid stimulates phagocytic action of the leukocytes. So phagocytosis and antioxidant property. Aniline dye, it is carcinogenic, induce the bladder cancer in the factory worker who work in the aniline dye factory. There is increased chance of bladder cancer. Okay, so daily intake of vitamin C reduce the risk of this cancer. Okay, how it acts? And because of its antioxidant property. So these are the important roles of vitamin C. Firstly, you need to told this hydroxylation of proline and lysine. Then these are also important: phagocytic action, antioxidant property, steroid synthesis, folic acid metabolism, hemoglobin synthesis, iron metabolism, tyrosine metabolism, and tryptophan metabolism. Okay. This is the hydroxylation of proline. This is the proline residue and ascorbic acid, prolyl hydroxylase, proline hydroxylase. Here, this is the where hydroxylation is done. This is the site where hydroxylation is done. Hydroxyproline formation. This stage is ascorbic acid dependent. Next, vitamin C deficiency. We all heard the term scurvy or gross deficiency of vitamin C results in scurvy. Deficiency in children is named as infantile scurvy or Barlow's disease. In case of infant, it is called infantile scurvy or Barlow's disease. Hemorrhagic tendency. In ascorbic acid deficiency, there is collagen is abnormal because the hydroxylation of proline or lysine will be affected due to vitamin C deficiency. So collagen formation is abnormal and the intercellular cement substance is brittle. So capillaries are fragile. So there is a decrease in cross linkage of the collagen. So the tensile strength will be reduced. So capillaries will be fragile. Okay, leading to tendency of bleeding even under minor pressure. একটুখানি প্রেশার দিলেই ব্লিড করছে, কারণ ক্রস লিঙ্কিংটা ঠিক মতো হয়নি কোলাজেন ফর্মেশনের পর, মানে পোস্ট ট্রান্সলেশনাল যে মডিফিকেশনটা হয় সেখানটা হয়নি। হাইড্রক্সিলেশন অফ প্রোলিন অ্যান্ড লাইসিন ডিফেক্টিভ হয়েছে ডিউ টু ডেফিসিয়েন্সি অফ দিস ভিটামিন সি। তাহলে একটুখানি প্রেশার দিলেই পেশেন্ট ব্লিড করছে। Subcutaneous hemorrhages may be manifested as petechi in mild deficiency. Petechi জানো তো? পেটেছি মানে স্কিনে তোমার লাল লাল স্পট, কারণ ওই সাবকিউটেনিয়াস লেভেলে হেমারেজ হচ্ছে, এটাও ভিটামিন সি ডেফিসিয়েন্সির জন্য। কারণটা কি? ওই একই যে কোলাজেনটা ক্রস লিঙ্কিং ঠিকমতো হচ্ছে না, সো স্ট্রেংথটা রিডিউস করেছে ভিটামিন সি ডেফিসিয়েন্সির জন্য। And ecchymosis, and as ecchymosis or even hematoma in severe conditions. According to the deficiency level of this vitamin C, there may be petechi or ecchymosis or hematoma in severe conditions. Internal hemorrhage, in severe cases, hemorrhage may occur in the conjunctiva and retina. Retinal hemorrhage, conjunctival hemorrhage may also found in vitamin C deficiency in case of severe cases. Internal bleeding may be seen as epistaxis. Epistaxis কি? Epistaxis নাক থেকে ব্লিডিং হচ্ছে, নোজ ব্লিডিং, হ্যাঁ। হিম্যাচুরিয়া অ্যান্ড মেলেনা। হিম্যাচুরিয়া ইউরিনের সঙ্গে ব্লাড আসছে, আচ্ছা। মেলেনা, মেলেনা বলো। মেলেনা হচ্ছে যে পায়খানার মানে উইথ স্টুল ব্লাড কামস বাট নট দি ফ্রেশ ব্লাড। মেলেনা ইজ ডাইজেস্টিভ ট্র্যাক্টের মধ্যে ব্লিডিং হচ্ছে, সো স্টুল বিকেম ব্ল্যাকিশ। ব্ল্যাকিশ মিনস there is internal bleeding or internal hemorrhage, okay. Digested blood which comes as blackish stool, this is called melena, okay. So these are due to vitamin C deficiency. Now, in oral cavity, in severe cases of scurvy, the gum becomes painful, swollen and spongy. The pulp is separated from the dentin and finally teeth are lost. Wound healing may be delayed. Vitamin C helps in wound healing. So if there is deficiency of vitamin C, there is delayed wound healing. In bones, the deficiency results in failure of osteoblast to form the intercellular substance osteoid. The deposition of the bone is arrested and the resulting scorbutic bone is weak. So in case of vitamin C deficiency, there will be deficiency results in failure of osteoblast to form the osteoids, results in bones become weak, fragile, and there increased chance of fracture. There may be hemorrhage into the joint cavity. Painful swelling of the joints may prevent locomotion of the patient. So joint যদি hemorrhage হয় তাহলে locomotion পেশেন্টের হাঁটতে অসুবিধা হবে, তাই তো। There is locomotion will be defective. Painful swelling of the joints may prevent locomotion of the patient. Nails, spoon-shaped nails are characterized by this concave shape, okay. Spoon shape or concave shape nail. Anemia, in case of vitamin C deficiency, there is microcytic hypochromic. Microcytic means size becomes small. Hypochromic means there is decreased coloring. Microcytic hypochromic anemia is seen. Poikilocytosis, varied shape. RBC of varied shape. Anisocytosis, varied size, okay. So shape and size becomes altered, are also common in anemia due to deficiency of the vitamin C, okay. So peripheral blood smear picture shows hypochromic microcytic hypochromic anemia with poikilocytosis, means shape of the RBC becomes altered, varied shape, and anisocytosis, varied size, are common in vitamin C deficiency, okay. This is the gingivitis, swollen painful gum, bleeding gum in vitamin C deficiency. This is with spoon-shaped nail with spot in the nail bed, known as splinter hemorrhage, okay. So hemorrhage in the nail bed, these are the spots, okay, bleeding spot and spoon-shaped nail. Dietary sources of vitamin C, we all know amloki, Indian gooseberry, guava, lime, lemon, green leafy vegetables. These are the high source of vitamin C. Recommended daily allowance is 75 milligram per day, equal to 50 ml orange juice. Okay. During pregnancy and lactation, requirement will be increased, and aged people requirement is 100 milligram per day. Therapeutic use of vitamin C, it is used as an adjuvant in infection, wound healing. Okay. And beneficial effect of ascorbic acid is reported in the treatment of tuberculosis. Okay. When plasma level is kept near to saturation point, clinical dose is 500 milligram per tablet per day. In vitamin C tablets which are found in the market, these are 500 milligram per day. Okay. Clinical dose. Because of its power of wound healing, vitamin C has been recommended for treatment of ulcer, trauma, or burn. Okay, in any kind of wound healing or after surgery, in case of burn patient or ulcer patient or any trauma patient, we prescribe vitamin C. Okay, for better wound healing. Okay, this is the summary of total water soluble vitamin, thiamine or B1, coenzyme form thiamine pyrophosphate. Recommended daily allowance 2 to 3 milligram. Main reaction, oxidative decarboxylation of alpha keto acids, and deficiency disease very. Next, riboflavin or B2, flavin adenine mononucleotide and flavin adenine dinucleotide, FAD FMN. Okay, RDA is 2 to 3 milligram. Main reaction, dehydrogenation, oxidized in ETC. Deficiency manifestations, glossitis, angular stomatitis. Okay, angular stomatitis কি মুখে দুধারে ঘায়ের মতো হচ্ছে। আচ্ছা, আর গ্লসাইটিস তো টাঙে। আচ্ছা, নিয়াসিন কোএনজাইম ফর্ম NAD NADP, requirement 20 milligram. Main reaction, dehydrogenation, oxidizes in ETC. আমরা ETC তে FMN FAD NADPH এগুলো দেখেছি ETC তে। ওকে, আচ্ছা, এটা কি কতটা ATP ট্রান্সফার করে? 1.5। NADH এটা কতটা করে? 2.5 ATP। ওকে, ডেফিসিয়েন্সি ম্যানিফেস্টেশনস মেন পেলেগ্রা। পাইরিডক্সিন কোএনজাইম ফর্ম হচ্ছে পাইরিডক্সাল ফসফেট, রিকোয়ারমেন্ট 2 to 3 milligram. ট্রান্সঅ্যামাইনেশন, ডিকার্বক্সিলেশন অফ অ্যামাইনো অ্যাসিড। ডেফিসিয়েন্সিতে কি হচ্ছে? হোমোসিস্টিনিউরিয়া, সিজার। আচ্ছা, নেক্সট প্যান্টোথেনিক অ্যাসিড কোএনজাইম ফর্ম, কোএনজাইম A, অ্যাসাইল ক্যারিয়ার প্রোটিন। ওকে, মেনলি ইউজ ফর to carry the acyl group. What are the forms? Acetyl CoA, succinyl CoA. Okay, acyl carrier protein, these are the forms. So, and recommended daily allowance is 5 to 10 milligram. Derivatives are acetyl CoA, succinyl CoA. These are CoA derivatives, acetyl carrier proteins. Okay, and deficiency disease, burning food syndrome. In case of biotin, coenzyme form biotin, recommended daily allowance 40 microgram. Reaction, main reaction, carboxylation, no specific disease. আচ্ছা, ফলিক অ্যাসিড তো তোমরা পড়েছো, ভিটামিন B12, টেট্রাহাইড্রোফলিক অ্যাসিড, এটা হচ্ছে মিথাইল কোবালামিন। ওকে, ফলিক অ্যাসিডের হচ্ছে 1 কার্বন গ্রুপ ক্যারিয়ার, ম্যাক্রোসাইটিক অ্যানিমিয়া। Isomerization of the methyl malonyl CoA, remethylation of the homocysteine to methionine. আচ্ছা, এখানে মেগালোব্লাস্টিক অ্যানিমিয়া, সাব অ্যাকিউট কম্বাইন্ড ডিজেনারেশন। আর অ্যাসকর্বিক অ্যাসিডে কোনো কোএনজাইম ফর্ম আলাদা করে নেই। রেকমেন্ডেড ডেলি অ্যালাওয়েন্স 75 মিলিগ্রাম। মেন প্রপার্টি হচ্ছে অ্যান্টিঅক্সিডেন্ট প্রপার্টি, আর মেন ডিজিজ হচ্ছে স্কারভি। ওকে, আর মেন অ্যাকশন কি? হাইড্রোক্সিলেশনটাও একটা মেন অ্যাকশন। অ্যান্টিঅক্সিডেন্ট প্রপার্টি যেমন, সেরকম হাইড্রোক্সিলেশন অফ প্রোলিন, লাইসিন, দিজ আর অলসো মেন অ্যাকশন। Okay, thank you. ঠিক আছে, এটা লিখে তৈরি করে নেবে। ওয়াটার সলুবল ভিটামিন। কোয়েশ্চেন তো যেটা লাস্টে দেখালাম, মানে রেকমেন্ডেড ডেলি অ্যালাউন্সটা অতটা নয়, কিন্তু কোএনজাইম ফর্মটা কি, সোর্সেস কি কি থাকতে পারে, মেন রোল কি, আর ডেফিসিয়েন্সি ম্যানিফেস্টেশনে কি কি হয়। ওকে।